guys, Nash with the Tampa Drain Dudes. I'm with Tristan and Johnny today. We got basically a whole new team. Joe's with the other team working on another job, actually only about 10 minutes away. It's kind of weird. We don't often get jobs in the West Chase area because it is a little outside of our service area, but got a great job today. Our client's tried to do his own drain a couple of times and it has not worked out. Called some other companies and their solutions were crazy expensive. So I'm gonna go ahead, take you to the back and show you what we've got going on. So coming back here, Johnny and Tiny already gotten this started because I was late as usual. Johnny's eating the dirt as usual. Oh, you son of a... Look at this, he's wearing jeans. What are you, from Texas?
Clear ice full homes.
This whole area was flooding. Reason being is we have a downspout channel drain and this pool heater puts out a ton of water. So this area has always been squishy.
I shall call him Squishy and he shall be mine and he shall be my Squishy. Come here, Squishy. Come here, little Squishy. Ow!
Tried doing his own little drain. You can see right here, it's accordion pipe in there and it comes to a 9-inch basin. Goes a little bit further and then comes in to a pop-up. So this is what was previously installed. It's not working, still squishy everywhere. All this water is coming off. He had a funnel right here at this exit, that overflow from the dish, and that funnel went into an above ground system and then down to that pond. So to fix it, we're gonna go ahead and start all the way up here.
They're like wranglers. They're thinner though.
Take care of the AC drip line with the catch basin. We're gonna tie in this downspout so it's not adding to the water issue. We're gonna tie in this downspout right here, tie in the channel drain, and we got something a little unique coming here. Ideally, the perfect solution for this would be a traditional French drain going across here, but you can see we got pool pumps right here, and then about a foot to the side we have irrigation lines running. So we don't have the space or the depth to do a traditional style French drain, but we've got another solution that we've done several times in cases like this that work out absolutely perfect. And so I'm gonna go ahead and dig out the perimeter of this while the guys are getting that sod removed. The way we install these systems is with 4-inch SDR35 solid pipe system that'll last a lifetime if maintained properly. Right now, Tiny's removing a straight line of sod, chopping one side, chopping the other, removing them in pieces. Johnny will follow behind with the trencher and remove all of the soil, put it on a tarp so it's nice clean work. And they'll work their way down to here. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and cut out a border of this pool heater right here and show you guys how we're gonna address this issue. All right, so we're excavating, found an existing line. They try to do a French drain. It's accordion pipe, perforated. You can see the little holes in there. So clearly the system does not work anymore. Now my boot is full of mud, just like that pipe. We're gonna go ahead and pull that out and remove it and follow that same line. Down this side, guys are already backfilling, putting the sod back on. Got the drip line.
Hey, you can't record me in public.
Too bad.
You don't have my consent either.
Hey, Dre.
Funny thing is she's gonna watch this.
Anyways, carrying down this side, we did something a little special over here. We went ahead, carved out the two sides of this pool heater and have them sloping down this way and down this way towards the catch basin. We can use that catch basin to intake a lot of water during a storm. We can also pop it off and use it as a clean out. This little extension right here is a perforated pipe. So it's regular solid SDR35, but we take a die grinder or a Sawzall and put a bunch of slits on the bottom of it. That's all perforated pipe is. It's just solid pipe with slits. You want them on the bottom because when that water goes down, it'll fill up A lot of people think the holes want to be at the top, like it's going to rain in there, but that doesn't work out. It needs to be at the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and surround this with fabric and drainage rock, and then we're going to cover this whole thing in drainage rock as well to prevent any clogs, also to help with all this water that's coming off the sides. We're going to fabric this side as well, which we've sloped, and all of it will run into the system. Then we'll connect the channel drain right here to the downspout and run it in here as well. All right, we are moving. Sod's going back down. We always leave that sod a little bit higher so it has a ridge. The reason we do that is there's air pockets. Anytime it rains, that dirt's going to fill those and that sod's going to settle down. If we make it completely flat right now, whenever that settles, it would be like a goalie, and we don't want that. Drainage rock's drying off here. Gonna add a little bit more and then rinse the whole system down.
Okay.
Downspout adapter is right here. And right here, we're gonna do a clean out. We just need to put the filter on there. That turns and drops right into a two-way. Anytime you're doing systems like this, always do 45s at a maximum degree of turn. You don't want to do 90s, especially on smaller stuff like the channel drain. When it's 1.5-inch pipe, it's very likely that it'll clog. So that does a 45 and comes right into a Y with that downspout. Runs here, we do a 45 into a Y. And Tiny's backfilling and putting on the sod. Down here at the end, you got two options. We can use a pop-up emitter, which is what was existing. These work well when they install them well. All this is a 90 with a lid that pops up. Water can come out when it's done. It drops, that way no critters enter the system and clog it up. If you have pine trees nearby, these don't work great because they will catch a lot of pine needles that don't get out of here and clog that system. The other thing, whenever you install these, you want to put down fabric, dig a hole, put some rock, and the bottom of this has a weep hole. This allows water to percolate down into the soil whenever it's done raining, so you don't have a pipe that's just holding water and growing mosquitoes or any kind of mold or lichen that could slow down that flow later on. We are not doing this because we have a beautiful drop off right here. And basically we came out until we're dead level right here. We're going to dig out all of this area, put down some fabric, and we're going to put down some granite right here. We're going to do it up on the sidewalls as well as the bottom, a little bit over the top. This is called daylighting. It's whenever you have that pipe going straight out into the open and you have 100% flow. This is the best option when you can do this, but it's not always an option. It's real nice when we have these retaining ponds behind here because most of the time we can do it. So we'll go ahead, get that rock on here, get it cleaned up, and then we'll go ahead and test that system probably at the lowest point of flow first, which is going to be that mini French drain we did. That's it. Drip line is in, downspout is in. Side's looking good. Now typically you could put the garden edging, you can make it different rock. We like the larger the rock, the more air and the more water can flow through the system. Went ahead and put the garden hose there just on the rock and tested it out. And we've got good water flow here to the end. So that's the whole system. Quick, easy day. Fixes a massive problem we see. A lot of times it's just these back downspouts and the channel drains. So pretty much every day we're doing one of these jobs where it's just combine these two and take them out because the soil is higher than the channel drain. This one didn't quite have that issue. Did have a bit of a belly right here, but mainly it's this water heater putting off a ton of water. They have an outdoor kitchen right here, and the drain is putting off water somewhere in here. Not actually sure where that one goes. And the rest of these are connected, and it's good to go. If you guys are in the Tampa area and you need some drainage work or some landscaping work, we do mulch, sod, and rock as well. Also gutters up top. Give us a call, 813-665-1818. Check us out, tampadraindudes.com. And almost messed up the number. I haven't taken a video in a while. But we will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. If you have questions, comments, leave them in the comments. That's why they're called comments. All right, I'm going home.